Welcome, brothers and sisters, to our Advent Bridge, day 6. We'll find out today that God sets a new perspective in our lives. He opens a new path for us, like a new horizon is being opened in front of us. In what way? We hear that the deaf will hear and the blind will see. This is an image showing that those who are deaf to God's voice, to the shepherd's voice, to God's word that enlightens us, that grants us wisdom, that allows us to understand how to go about our lives, how to take certain decisions in line with God's wisdom. Those who are deaf, who are unable to hear God, will be able to hear His voice through the scriptures, through the inspirations. And on the other hand, there are those who are blind and will be able to see that God works in our lives continually, all the time. He doesn't abandon us, doesn't leave us, that we can see He's present when we can say, "It is the Lord, you are here at work, Lord, I can see you." The blind person sees all the darkness and all the gloomy circumstances around. Those whose eyes, spiritually speaking, are opened, is able to see, to perceive, to behold, Christ is risen. He is present, even in the darkness of my life. However, Prophet Isaiah also says that we need to examine ourselves, because if we chase after, if we pursue evil, we'll be destroyed. So on one hand, there will be those whose eyes will be open and ears will be open as well. But on the other hand are those who are pursuing evil, pursuing idols. And those idols, as the Jewish tradition teaches, blinds us. The idols create in us deafness to God's word. And so, let us see and examine ourselves if we are not pursuing things that we put at the very center of our lives instead of God. And then we're turning blind, we're turning deaf. And at the same time, we need to look at one more element that Prophet Isaiah speaks about, which is those who, with their speech, with their words, bring people to sin. That's a very touchy issue, because we use our language, our words very lightly, frivolously. As we find out from the scriptures, the same mouth, the same tongue that praises God also curses the people. Maybe with our words, with our attitude, with the tone of what we express, we can pull people away from faith. Let us ask the Lord to enlighten us and to make us see if our words are not treacherous, if the devil doesn't use them to pull us away from the Lord and those who are around us, brothers and sisters. Therefore, if we find ourselves deaf and blind because of our idolatry, we need to say, "Lord, please allow me to leave behind this chapter of my blindness, of my deafness, of my attachments to idols. Okay, I close that chapter, but let me look towards the future with a repentant heart, seeing the horizon that you will gradually let me see and hear your voice." And at the same time, to examine if our words are according to God's will, if we use our physical faculties, which means the speech, to edify, to build, to enlighten those who are around us, so that they are strengthened and edified and guided instead of ruined. And that way, this new perspective, this new horizon is open before us and those who are next to us. God bless you, brothers and sisters, as we continue our Advent series.